welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I've got a busy, chaotic day, I suppose, because this is going to take me a minute. As you guys can see, this video is, unless I magically get it done quicker than I'm expecting, this video is going to be tackling this mess that is my 3 youngest sons' bedroom. This is Will's, Jackson's, and Dominic's bedroom, and yeah, it's seen way better days. But I have got some organizing baskets, so hopefully I'll be able to go through this mess. I already see some items that can be tossed because they are broken, or they can be donated because they're not played with any longer. So hopefully I'll be able to minimize this mess down and get it organized. That's the idea. So, you know, fingers crossed. So I do have my little helper in here with me, Dominic. Dominic.
What?
Say hi.
Hi.
So I'm sure Jackson will be in here to help me, and Will eventually be in here to help me. Jackson's taking a nap. Will's getting some of his chores tackled at the moment. So me and Dom is going to get started on this. I do have some boxes of decor and also some seasonal items that needs to get put up. I do not know why they just got tossed in here on Will's bunk, but they were in the hallway, and I think that somebody might have stumbled over them, and they got tossed in here a day or so ago and just got forgot about, because Will has been at my mom's for the last couple days, and he just got home, so he wasn't, you know, necessarily needing his bed at the minute, as you guys can tell. But yeah, this has been like this for about a week. This is us coming in and tidying up enough to be able to get the boys to their bed, for them to be able to sleep on their bed comfortably, and then be able to get up through the night if they need to, and then in the morning. So this is just what happens through the day. And I started thinking, if this is what's happening through the day, even after I come in here and do a quick tidy on it at the afternoon before bed, then they have entirely way too much stuff. No kid needs this much toys. I've said this before. Yes, Dominic?
In the high.
Yeah, just a second. No child. I don't care that it is 3 of them that are in this bedroom. No kid needs this many toys. Now, some of these are, you know, things that the boys have asked me not to get rid of already, because I already put them into a pile to get rid of in previous clean outs. But this time, it's, yeah, if it's not been played with in the last 3 months, and they do not see themselves playing with it in the next 3 months, it's getting tossed or donated depending on the condition of it. Now, I do have 2 small, they're not wicker, but they're like, I cannot think of the word right off. If I can think of it, I'll put it here on the screen. But they are like, kind of like a wicker. So I bought 2 small baskets, and then I bought a large round one. We also have a new rug that is going to go down in here, and I'm thinking I may run out and pick up some more organizing containers if I need to. Hopefully I won't. Hopefully I'll be able to condense all of this down, and I won't have to. I absolutely will help you. Are you trying to get your Coco Melon toy? Now, things like, yes, honey, things like Dominic's Coco Melon toys that are learning toys, he mostly plays with all of them still. Come on over here. So the boys can really get to their chalkboard that I've put on their wall. We've got some stuff in here that can be given to my oldest son As you guys know, I have a grandson that just turned a year old. You guys, I cannot believe he's already a year old. He turned a year old this past Thursday. So, that's almost broke my heart that he's already a year old. But I do have news. My son and his wife are expecting again. We do not know what the baby is yet. I will keep you guys updated. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying. There are some things that I can give to my grandson that are still in great condition, that are learning, tools essentially that are toys. And then there are also some things that I can give to the neighbors for their kids because it's age appropriate or whatever. So that's my first idea. And then, if they're not wanted, that's not a big deal. I can take them to Goodwill and donate them. That way they can eventually go to a home. Now, if the toy is broken or just in really rough shape, I'm going to toss it. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You guys know this. I do one of these at least twice a year, and I think that this is actually already, and it only the 6th month of the year. I think this is already my 2nd time. I'll probably do this another 2 more times. Hopefully I'll be able to get rid of enough stuff today that I won't have to. So let's just dive in and get started. What I'm going to do is I think Will is almost done with most of his chores. So I'm going to see if I can get him and possibly even Isaiah, if he's gotten finished with his chores. He does have a few more than Will, of course. He's older. But I'm going to see if I can grab them, see if I can get them in here to help me, and we're going to start carrying all of this stuff out, all of the toys. When I get done, I want to only see beds and the little chests of drawers that are in here that hold the boys' clothes, and they've got chalk on that, so I'll have to get that off. The entertainment center, I have plans for it to stay in here, although we have got the boys' TV put up on their wall now. You guys seen that in the last video I done in their bedroom. But we do still have their entertainment center in here because it does hold the Xbox 360, and they do have a DVD player up under there and some DVDs and some games. So I do have plans for this to stay. If I cannot work it out to where I can make more space for the boys, which is what my main goal is for them, is to make more space and declutter and get this room organized, then I will just take it out and donate it because it's still in decent shape as well. As for the blanket ladder that I've kind of turned into like a little bookshelf mixed with a blanket ladder, it's still up in the air as to whether it'll stay in here or not. It kind of just depends on how well I get the entertainment center organized as to whether or not I can put the books from that to over here. If I do manage to do that, then I will move this into the hallway along with possibly a little ottoman or a bench. That way the boys can have themselves a little reading area and kind of pull, their end of the hallway into their bedroom, give them some more room. So I do have ideas. When we originally moved into this house, and it's been 5 years ago, I had kind of gutted their closets. I had essentially was going to make them like a little book nook or reading nook, and my husband was going to build them like a little half bed kind of seat in there on this side closer to the floor. We was going to have books in the middle, and then he was going to build like a little high-rise seat with steps going up on that wall and put lighting and stuff in there. That did not end up happening because I ended up needing somewhere for my seasonal decor, holiday decor, things like that. We are working on a new place to put all of my decor so that I can get it out of the boys' closet, and that way I can go back to that idea, because we've really been talking about making over that closet and making them a little reading nook and doing what my first idea was with their closet. That way that gives them that much more room, because it is 3 of them in here, and Will is getting to that preteen stage, and he's going to start wanting his own space to where, it's not toys everywhere because of a toddler and an elementary schooler. Because this year coming up will be Will's last year in elementary school, and then he will be in junior high. So along with that comes, the maturity. So that's what I'm trying to get for him. But I also want a fun, safe space for the two younger ones to be able to play. So that's my goal. That is what I'm hoping to achieve by the time that I get everything done in this room that I want done. Now, we are eventually going to take their ceiling fan out and replace it, put a new light and stuff in it. That's not on this day or anything. We've still got a little ways to go for that. And we are also going to be filling in the nail holes. The nail holes were here in their wall when we moved here, and they do look horrible. If it shows it, yeah, you guys can see those are all nail and screw holes, and they're all, so those were already in the wall when we moved in here. We've never painted in this room. So other than me painting the trees, now I did do that, and I, did do the stars and the little compass thing and stuff. But as far as it being, painted, it's never been painted. So we are getting ready to start painting soon, and we're going to paint their room. When we do their room and paint it, the color is going to stay the same. We're going to keep the curtains. The curtains are still new. They're blackout curtains. They do awesome. We're going to keep their bedding, unless they decide that they are wanting new bedding, but there's nothing wrong with their bedding. Their bedding is only like a year and a half old. We will do an accent wall in here. I do know that for sure. And like I said, I'm hoping to be able to do that closet as well. I've got big ideas for this bedroom for the boys. It's just a matter of being able to get it all done. So that's what I'm hoping for by the time it's all said and done. But today we're just cleaning, organizing, and decluttering this mess. So let's just get on it.
La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Catch you on the flip side. Maybe we can be friends when you're not so.
So I was thinking that I would be able to use the vacuum cleaner with the attachment to get the cobwebs out of the window, and the cobwebs were horrible in this window, but it had been a little bit since I've been in here to dust out the window or clean the window even. But I couldn't find the crevice tool, the attachment that goes to it. So I ended up having to use the broom. And the broom did a good enough job, I suppose.
I wanna be a therapy. I wanna be free. So, ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh, make a life for myself. Ooh.
Every time that I moved something or got something away from the wall or, pulled out in one way or another, I tried to get the vacuum in there and get it vacuumed up. And you guys see me taking my vacuum and kind of lifting it up. There was a rock that kept coming straight back out instead of sucking all the way up. Lo and behold, the boys had used the vacuum cleaner, and I did not know it, and had sucked up a lot of dog hair in the living room when they was doing their chores, and it had clogged the hose part, or the, that's the only thing I can think of at the moment, the hose part of the vacuum cleaner, and got it clogged up. So it wasn't just not pulling or sucking up or anything. It was just clogged up with dog hair. So that's why the rock was not wanting to go all the way up into the vacuum cleaner. And I look like an idiot, I think, trying to lift that vacuum up to get that rock to go down. When I pulled out the bench, this was all that was behind it. I had to show you guys. I could not believe it. 3 Lego blocks and a charger cord. That's all that was back there behind this bench when I moved it. That was a complete shock. A happy shock, but a complete shock. But anyway, let's get what we can vacuumed. I do eventually figure out before this bedroom's done that vacuum cleaner is clogged up, and I do get it unclogged.
I don't know what I'ma do now. Ooh, but I don't need your help. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. Don't make me
So by this point of cleaning the boys' bedroom, all three of the boys were in here. You all see Wilder's head there on the top bunk. Jackson is underneath the bunk, and then Dominic is running back and forth from the bottom bunk to this black bench and back to his bed, and then doing it all over again. So they're all three in here with me now at this point. So they have been helping, although for the most part they've just been playing and kind of chilling out on the bottom bunk. Will does get up on the top bunk a little bit while I'm cleaning in here, but because the other two are too small to get up there, they're hanging out on the bottom bunk looking at books, as you guys can see them down there.
You let me go. Don't call, don't follow, 'cause I'll do fine on my own. I know, you know, it's time I let you go. Don't call, don't follow, 'cause I'll be gone. Get out of my way.
And by this point, I have already decided that I can keep the entertainment center for sure in the bedroom. I'm going to try to center it up the best I can. Of course, it doesn't get centered perfectly because of the wall outlet right there. I do end up having to move the floor lamp as well, but I do get it centered up the best that I can right here underneath of the TV. And then I put a chest of drawers on either side of the entertainment center. And I put a small lamp that the boys use as a night light, along with their little wooden dragon light. That was in one of my videos several videos ago. It was a sponsored video. They do still use it every single night. They love this thing. But we have a lamp that we're going to put on one of the chest of drawers. That is their night light. That stays on all the time. And then we have to move the floor lamp over here in front of the window. It's just more convenient being right there. It's not in the way, and it's also to where Will can, reach it from his bunk bed. So, also, you all see that CD player / radio sitting there on the chest that I'm moving. I do try to salvage it. I do actually try to clean it up and keep it. It doesn't end up happening, so it ends up getting tossed. It wasn't because I couldn't clean it up to keep it. It was because when we plugged it in, only one speaker was working, and it just wasn't worth it. So it was time to get rid of it. I told Will we'll get him another one, which it's not something that he listens to a whole lot, but, if he did want one, we can get him another one.
Moving on up, don't make me stay. Those days, I'm done being stuck. Get out of my way, my way. I'm moving on up. The last thing I will ever do for you is wish you the best of luck. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Get out of my way, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. Get out of my way. You don't think before you act. There's something really off about that. Can't you see the problem with just caring about yourself? Maybe you should try to do something for someone else. You gotta give a little, just to get a little. Gotta give a little, just to. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do. You gotta give a little, just to get a little, or you'll never find success. If you don't get
So I am cleaning this chalk off with Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner in lemon verbena scent, and it does a really good job. I'm telling you, they say that these cleaners can do almost anything, and I'm tempted to believe that. Now we're going to move on to the chalkboard. This is chalkboard paint that I painted on the wall for the boys. I done it a little over a year ago, if you guys will remember. And I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface cleaner on it as well, and it pulls the chalk right off, no problems at all. Also, I have Dominic in here with me while I'm doing these voiceovers, so you're probably going to hear him. And at the moment, he's kind of beating and banging on a toy. So
just to get a little, no one's gonna hold you back. gotta give a little. Just a. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do. You gotta give a little, just to get a little, or you'll never find success. If you don't give a little, just to get a little, no one's gonna hold you back. Give me something back. You gotta give me something back. You don't think before you act. Something really off about that. Give me something back. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do. You gotta give a little, just to get a little, or you'll never find success. If you don't give a little, just to get a little, no one's gonna hold you back. There's something about you. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do. You don't care about what you do. You gotta give a little, just to get a little, or you'll never find success. If you don't give a little, just to get a little, no one's gonna hold you back.
So I noticed while I was vacuuming, and then I checked it out a little bit better as I was mopping. That area right now that I am mopping on is, it looks like something, maybe some kind of sticker or something got stuck to the floor. Someone's pulled it up, and some of the adhesive with some of the paper backing got stuck on the floor there. So I do get it up. I go and grab my scraper out of my toolbox, and I grab the Mrs. Myers multi-surface cleaner, and I get it right up, no problems whatsoever.
I should've kept you close, I should've held you tighter. Cause in my book you were my favorite chapter. And when we left each other, damn, what was I thinking? Thought there was no answer. So blinded to believing. Now you're probably thousands of miles away, and it's been years since I've seen your smiling face. And even though I took measures for all my pain, I still dream about you lately and hallucinate. Yeah. Lost maiden, where have you gone? Please come back to my heart. I'm out here waiting for you to go. Oh, I never should've let you go. Feeling I wish I could've followed you. I spend my nights alone, 'cause without you in my life.
As I had said earlier, I was going to take the books off of the blanket ladder / bookshelf and see if it worked to where I could put the books down here on the entertainment center. And it does. They all fit down here, and I don't have to declutter the books and go through them like I did the last time that I rearranged the books, because it's not been that long since I did declutter the books and got rid of a bunch of them. So, but instead of doing what I had originally intended, if I didn't have to put the books back on the blanket ladder, I was going to move the blanket ladder in the hallway. But instead, I'm going to put it right on the other side of one of the chest of drawers, coming through their bedroom door. That way they can hang their favorite blankets up right there, and they can still get to them fairly easy if they're wanting to just kind of relax on their bed. About the same kind of concept that I've got going on in my bedroom, you know, with the blanket sitting there, and I don't have to pull the comforter up and mess the bed up, and I can just kind of kick back and watch TV. Not that ever happens hardly, but when it does, you know, I do have that option. Well, I gave that option to them as well. They now have a blanket ladder. They can grab, boys, don't be hitting, please.
He hit me hard.
Okay, I'll come and take care of it in just a second, okay? Thank you very much for not hitting him back. The boys have really been at it, fighting Jackson and Dominic. Dominic's on that hitting thing. He's 3. If you have had a 3-year-old or you have a 3-year-old, you know that hitting stage they go through. Trying to get him out of it. Anyway, so yeah, the boys have got their blanket ladder with their blankets on it. Also, this is the new rug. that I got to put down in their bedroom. Will had asked me whenever I refreshed my bedroom if I could do something similar, and he was, specific in some of his asks whenever he was, speaking to me about that. So a rug was one of those, and so I did get a rug that kind of went with a little bit of all of the decor in here, because there are 3 personalities that share this bedroom. So I try to mesh all 3 personalities the best that I can with each other, and still have their own little, separate personal space to have their personality in. And for the moment right now, that's been able to give them a basket of their own to put some toys in, or fixing their bed the way they want, or just any kind of decor item that they may ask for. So the rug and some baskets was one of Will's asks, so I made sure to do that, and you guys will see.
I'm cleaning up, no longer wasted, waking from this nightmare back when we were young, making these promises of everlasting. Starting fresh is anesthesia, shadows that you feel. I'm repeating moments with another, only able when I'm drunk. Why do I miss you as if you are departed, when you might be lucky and dearly beloved? And through it all I still have this damn obsession, can't seem to break out the spell, can't stop searching. Lost lady, where have you gone? Please come back to my heart. I'm out here waiting for you to call. I never should've let you go. Feeling
I am telling y'all, I had such a time trying to get Will's comforter to tuck in the right way on the back side of his bunk, because of the way that I have the bunk beds and Dominic's bed and everything. I could not pull that bed out like I usually do to tuck that back side in. So, you guys seen Will come on in here and help me with his sheet just a little bit earlier. So, yeah, I'm having a time trying to get this comforter. I don't, holler at him to come in here and do this part, because I don't think that he would be able to help me with it. It's just a little too hard. It's a little too tight back here. And so I'm just going back and forth between the top bunk and the bottom bunk and trying to pull it down the side in the back there. I do eventually get it. It does take me a couple of tries, but I do get it. The other beds are a piece of cake compared to Will's bed. Getting Jackson's done takes no time. Getting Dominic's done takes no time. I think the thing that takes the longest amount of time on Dominic's bed is getting the duvet back into the cover. And once I get the duvet back together and zipped up and get it on the bed, it's, a breeze from there. So, but we do eventually get these beds made.
Without you in my life, I'm always feeling. What if I'm living day to day with no regret, I'm content. Of all the little things in front of me, no more thinking of you then. No more praying you were doing well. No stressing if I hear them wedding bells. But if I wanted to be selfish, I wouldn't be able to help it. I wonder, where have you gone? Lost lady, where have you gone? Please come back to my heart. I'm out here waiting for you.
Okay, so in between waiting for Dominic's bedding to finish drying in the dryer, I did go ahead and feed him some lunch really quick, and we ended up having a mishap, and I ended up with half of his lunch on my pants. So him wearing my black pants, they do look similar to the gray ones that I was wearing, but it is the same day. That's the only reason I'm pointing this out. And the only reason why my pants are changed is because I ended up wearing most of Dominic's lunch. So, you know how it goes sometimes. 3-year-olds, they tend to make messes, some bigger than others, and sometimes, you end up wearing your child's lunch. Well, that's what happened to me on this day. So that's all that's going on there. But anyway, I'm now putting the Big O duvet back together, and believe it or not, this thing is not as hard to get back together as what a normal size duvet is. Now normal size, anything bigger than a full size can be quite difficult if you don't know what you're doing or if you don't know how to get it, together right. But this little thing here is like a breeze compared to other duvets I've put together. But anyway, we're getting it put together. We're going to get Dominic's bed made, and because the duvet is chunky, of course, I'm going to have to stick it down in the sides of the taller bed. But thankfully, Dominic's mattress is a little more narrow than the bed itself. So there's, ample room to be able to tuck the duvet down in between the bed and the mattress. So you'll see what I'm talking about right here as I tuck it.
I never should have let you go. I wish I could have followed you. I spend my nights alone, 'cause without you in my life I'm always feeling lost, waiting. Where have you gone? Please come back to my arms. I'm out here waiting.
Okay, so now I'm starting to put the room back together. I'm starting to bring toys back in here and, getting everything fixed. Now, there are going to be a few more stuffed animals on the boys' beds, all 3 of them. I went to put Will's Spider-Man up here, but there's a hole right where the mouth is at. So I went to investigate and find out what happened, and I'm going to sew him up, and then he'll be back on Will's bed. He loves his Spider-Man. That's brand new. Anyway, I did buy some containers. This one here has got Dominic's numbers and letters and things of that nature in it. And I'm just going to put the smaller baskets on the entertainment center. And then I've got a large round basket that we're going to be putting some odd and end toys in. And then the basket that's sitting there underneath the window already, it has got some of the big jumbo Lego blocks in it. I did go and buy the boys a poof. And so you just see me set that down in there, and Jackson wanted to play his Xbox, and so he's really loving being able to sit on that poof as he plays his Xbox. I've already brought the other one in, the other small tote, or basket I mean, and it's got small Lego pieces in it, and this is the round, larger basket, and as I said, it's going to have an assortment of toys in it. Now, not all of the toys gets placed on this day just yet. Now, there are about 4 bags, you guys, not to, sugarcoat anything and to be completely transparent. We ended up with about 4 bags of toys that we're taking to donate, and most of the large toys that doesn't fit in bags are getting donated as well. I end up with just a few toys that sit on the floor, but we managed to get them to fit under the bed, and then all of the rest of the toys ends up fitting into one of the toy boxes or in the bench because it is still being utilized as a toy box. So we don't have a scattering of toys laying around any longer. And I'm so happy about that. And it makes the room so much easier to clean. But we are coming to the end of the video. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I really hope that you guys got the motivation that you may have been needing to get your room, your kids' room tackled, or, whatever it may have been. And so, yeah, I think that's got it till next time. Love y'all. Stay safe.
Your call, oh, I should've never let you go. Reel me in to get it going, open me up. Sweet talking like you mean it, but you're making it so complicated. I fucking hate it. Every time I get too close, you push me away. Don't wanna stick, telling me you don't want any obligations, and how you hate them. Don't call me just 'cause you're lonely. You know you're killing me slowly. No. Maybe I'm yours, maybe I'm not. I think about it way too much, and every single thought is making me